Toastmasters changed my life, and it could change yours too. Hey everyone, this is Bob Cargill, and I am here today to talk to you about Toastmasters. Before I talk specifically about Toastmasters, let me take you back a few years, many years, back to my high school days. I was in a new class, an English class. It was the first day of this class, first moment that we sat down in the class and we're hearing from the teacher what the class was going to be all about. And I remember he talked about oral reports. He said, hey guys, students, class, we are going to have to, give an oral report. You're going to have to stand up in front of the class every once in a while and give a talk. And if you're not comfortable with that, now's your chance to back out, to be honest with you. No harm, no foul. You can walk out of class right now, and that's okay. You just don't have to take this class. I understand if you're not comfortable with giving oral reports. And guess what I did? I walked out of that class. Yes, at the time, I was afraid of speaking in public. Not unusual for a lot of people. It's a big fear up there with snakes and dying. The fear of public speaking is not unusual. So let's fast forward just a few years into my college days, and I made the decision to take a public speaking class, and it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. There have been other great decisions. Number one, to marry my wife, Barbara, but taking that public speaking class was an excellent decision. I remember being so intimidated and overwhelmed the first time I had to stand up in front of the class, but by the last time I had to stand up in front of the class during that semester at Bates College at the time, I went to Bates, then transferred to UMass, and then ended up at Brooklyn College for my master's degree, UMass undergraduate degree, Bates College for 3 semesters. But the last class, the last time I spoke in front of that class, I felt so good about myself, so confident, so really happy with myself that I did it. I took a public speaking class. And then let's go 10 years into the future to the year 1990. And like I said, we are going back pretty far. I joined Toastmasters for the first time in 1990, and it changed my life. Toastmasters is a public speaking group. You meet weekly or every 2 weeks or once a month. However times you meet, when you do meet, you speak in front of the group, you take turns speaking in front of the group, and you quickly overcome any fear you have of public speaking. You learn, as I did, to let the butterflies, as they say, fly in formation. You learn to develop your leadership skills. You learn public speaking skills, interpersonal communication skills. You develop self-esteem, confidence, you name it. It makes you a better person. It changed my life. I was in Toastmasters for about 5 years. I was president of my club for about a year, the Boston West Toastmasters in Needham. And then later on in the 90s, I helped start a company club where I worked, and I was president of that club for a little while. I mean, in Toastmasters in the early 90s, I was in speech contests. Heck, I even won some speech contests. It gave me a great feeling of accomplishment, a lot of confidence in myself, and really did help launch my career as a public speaker. So ever since, I've done a lot of presentations. I'm the first one to raise his or her hand, in my case his, when there's an opportunity to speak. I love giving seminars or webinars or speaking in any capacity in front of a group for personal or professional reasons. And why I am talking so much about this is that I think every person should develop public speaking skills, any kind of communication skills, obviously written, but also verbal. And that's what we're talking about today, speaking in front of a group. Any kind of skills in that regard are so helpful to you as a person and you as a professional in whatever career you pursue. It means you can represent the group that you work for in public settings, that people will turn to you, that, to do something well is one thing, but I always say to be able to articulate it in writing or in front of a group is another. It takes your skills to that next level. Think about all the very successful people in this world, politicians and athletes, especially coaches, and people in all walks of life. Think of those at the very top. They have public speaking skills, great communication skills. You have to have the confidence, the ability to speak in front of a large group of people if you're going to be a leader. That's just the way it is. Most successful people, if you think about it, they are usually either naturally gifted speakers or people who have developed those speaking skills over time. So it's why I am always seeking chances to speak. It's why I'm speaking to you right now in front of my phone camera. Yes, it's just me and you, whoever is watching, but you know what? If it was 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000 people watching, if they were here watching me live, I would be very, 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 very comfortable and confident about what I was saying to them. I am not afraid to express my opinions, to demonstrate my knowledge, to share my expertise. And I'm not saying this to toot my own horn. I am saying this to share a little bit of advice because I love being able to do that. I think it's important for us all to share what we know with others, to inspire others, to motivate others, and to help make those around us better, stronger people. So that's my message for today. Toastmasters, public speaking skills, go after it. This is Bob Cargill. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.